Hi, I'm Sandy Schroeck for LBR Educates, and today you want to take a look at creating these statement lapel pieces, or you can have them be statement corsages too. You can utilize them in lots of places. Today we're using the new Florastick, which is a tape, that's a fabric tape. So we're able to cut this into any size shape, can even cut it down in half, and you could use this to create smaller pieces that would be for a lapel too, or something on a dress if you wanted to create a little bit more of a unique shape. But you can see this lapel art actually just comes in, and we're gonna peel off the back, and so you can see how it would apply to a suit. And so that's some of those statement pieces that we see where people are really taking on that impactful corsages and boutonnieres. And here, pocket squares are another thing that is really popular. And there's so much discussion about how long and how big it should be. So I actually just cut a smaller piece of this Florastick and come in, and I used U-glue to apply it, but you can see here, let's just flip these two. This one comes off, and we'll just set it there. But that you could bring a pocket square and you wouldn't have to worry about how it applies at all. It sticks to the suit and doesn't cause any damage at all. And so that is another option for you. But let's take a look at creating these designs. Okay, to start off with, I'm taking one of the Florastick, and it comes in a black pattern. So I'm gonna come in and just cut that. And then it has a fabric base, so I am able to use some U-glue, and I come in, use my thumb to heat that up and get that good adhesion to that fabric. And then we release the U-glue from there, and then I'm gonna come in, and you can just, if you're using some different fillers and greens, I tap those right in to that U-glue, create some of my lines here, and you can see just how fast that goes. And just coming in, and so there we have a great base, and then we can come in and add some of our florals. So I have a mini gerb, pomponi gerb there. I've got a ranuncula, and then we're also going to add a cymbidium on this. And so I've got my green trick dianthus that I'm gonna use to be a support, and also come in and hide some mechanics. A couple of spray roses, and then textural element, I can come in with some hypericum. So you can see I've got my selection. When I do glue, I glue on a piece of paper so that I don't get glue on my table, and come in, lay all the flowers kind of butts up, and you can add the glue to all the flowers, and then come back and add them in. And so you can see I'm putting like at least a significant fingertip on it, a good bubble on the ranunculus, and a little bit heavier flowers. I definitely add a little bit more, and I go down, touch it down, release it, back up. And same thing with my gerb here, get those to lay together, and then I'm gonna come in with my cymbidium, coming down, and so you can see those kind of form a pattern together. And then I'm gonna come in a little bit smaller one here. So you can leave a longer stem on these, and go ahead, add that glue on there, and then come in and add those in. coming down our statement piece here. So you can see I created a pattern with those, and then I'm just going to come in, and with this being this black in color, it kind of disappears as a shadow versus the previous K-tape that we used. So I really like that option on it. And just coming in with a little bit of the green trick to support my spray roses and tip them up into the design, have them create a directional pathway that's that textural element. And then just a little bit. So as we're making body flower pieces, the same elements and principles apply. So you can see I've created a line. I'm adding in multiple textures, and you create that visual pathway that comes through and ties one end to the other end. And so here you can see our statement piece that we created, and I created it flat on here. I'm gonna let it dry a little bit, then I'm gonna spray it with the Crown and Glory. So once you've removed flowers from the stem, you wanna use that sealant of the Crown and Glory to have it be a lasting piece for your customer. But you can see how that would apply to a lapel, or could even be a corsage, go a little higher on the shoulder, or create something that went on a neckline for a dress. This does stick to skin as well, so you would be able to, if you had a backless dress, you could create a piece that would go down the back. I'm Sandy Schroeck for LBR Educates, and I hope I've inspired you to create some fabulous florals for your customers.